Hello, what's up guys, your anime guys here to explain the heating debates which is spreading across the internet. And that debate is, for years, the big three of anime were Naruto, One Piece and Bleach. They were the most popular shows for the whole generations, but now the Demon Slayer has become a massive hit. So the biggest question is, should the Demon Slayer replace one of the old big three? And if it going to replace, then which big three it could possibly be replaced? So before getting into the video, let me just tell you that till this day, the Demon Slayer's official Infinity Castle arc movie crossed $250 million. So just a big flaws for the new champions. So let's get back to the video. Why the Demon Slayer is amazing. So the first thing is, let's start why everyone's loved the Demon Slayer. The animation is incredible. We all know about that. The animation is probably the most beautiful looking shonen anime ever made, and every fight is just like a work of art and to really demands the high amount of money. And the second is, the story is fast and exciting. There is no boring fillers episodes, just like usually the big three does have a lot of filler episodes. Problem in one of the anime does have you can say like Bleach does have many fillers. It gets straight to the actions and the emotions. This makes it super easy and binge watch because it's so popular and well made. Many people think that it deserved to be at the top. But hold on. Despite of all things, like the big three are also the legends. If I talk about the big threes now, so they are called the legend for the reasons. They earned their spot for like many years, and we do have the emotions, just like whether it's related to Luffy's regarding the One Piece and the journey and the rice balls, and if it's like Naruto's ramen, and if it's about like Bleach's OSTs and like fights, it's just all combined emotions in itself. Their worlds are huge. The big three gave us the entire universe to explore, like the Soul Society on the Grand Line, which also exists in a different dimension, and they also had the hundreds of the episodes, and we have got to know about a massive character and the character's development, and we have seen the variety of the people and the people mindset, and some of the iconic villains just like Aizen, Blackbeard and Madara Uchiha. Like my favorite one is like Aizen, by the way, but the Madara does have its own uniqueness. So the big three were not just popular, they were just a huge part of our lives. For over a decade, they had a massive cultural impact that's hard to match, which is like around the big spot and around the big sales of mine. That's why they were selected for this part of the big three, because they were like popular at that time, and it's just on the whole other place, by the way. So let's compare them in terms of like looks and animation. So this point goes to the Demon Slayer. Okay, Tanjiro wins. It's just a newer looks and better, and the pacing of the Demon Slayer is wins because much better, faster storylines and some kind of like clips, and they're not over and over just like similar scenes, which usually the most of the big three does have. And the world building and the lores, the big three wins actually. It's hard to say, but they have like more big characters, and in terms of the world building, so I would say like this point really dominated by the One Piece, because they have like various of the characters, and the One Piece world is like very broad, and afterwards you can say like Naruto world is also good. There are various kind of characters, just like Shikamaru, just like Orochimaru. There are like several Zetsus and Otsutsukis, and primarily going like Boruto also. And the Bleach is like, it's all other like dimensions, and Bleach is still airing, so let's see there what's gonna happen. So the long-term impact, the big three wins actually, in terms of like they are top for like over 15 years, and I don't think so like any anime would dominate like this. The people and the studios are not after to making the big legacies. They're after like making the small animes which are getting the hype of, just like Sakamoto Days, just like Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry Jujutsu Kaisen fans, but you're right, it did really shit. So the big three was a title for a specific time in an anime history. It was the 2000s. It was all about like those long running shows that we grow up and with every week. And Demon Slayer is the king of the new era, and we do respect a lot of that because of them. Like there are many anime fans still like here, because if you just tell the person like you have to watch the 1000 episodes alone, PC just like really run away without even that. So it's the number one of the modern generation, alongside such just like Jujutsu Kaisen and the My Hero Academia. I would really like the Dabi, by the way, and it doesn't need to replace the old legends. It just started a new legend of its own. And if it just want to replace the one anime, so I would say like it would replace me and you instead, because the One Piece and Naruto and Bleach are like top of the animes. So what you guys think? Like, am I right? Am I totally wrong? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and don't fight, please. Okay. Shh.